Hey, fifth period, this is your second video about the proportional relationships that we've been studying. So Saeed asked a question about 11 and 12. He's like, how do I do that? And so I have your personal math trainer open with an example problem. So we see X and Y are related. Great. So that means some good things for us. So that means that it's that K over X, that I can trust that. I can trust that this is a proportional relationship. So X in this problem is 8 and Y in this problem is 10. Okay, great. So according to the proportionality rules that we have been learning about, and you can again look on page 74 for these proportional relationships. So this is constant, okay? And this is, so if you look on page 74, you can get more help looking at this kind of problem. So we have Y over X. So we have 10 over 8. Okay, we can trust that. That's true. That is true. And we are saying that this is equal to this other value. And it says X is 36. So an X is on the bottom, 36. And we don't know why. This is our unknown. We don't know this one. So we're trying to figure that out. So the changes that happen here between 8 to 36 are going to be the same because they are constant. And that's what that proportional part means. So how do I turn 8 into 36? Well, I can take my values of 8. So I can figure that out. What are my multiples? 8, 16, I've got 24, I've got 32, I've got 40, 48. Well, none of them are pretty. None of them fit really nicely in there. So that doesn't bother me because I can still think about, okay, well, what other number could I use to multiply 8 to get 36? And if you have no idea, get your handy dandy calculator and watch this. You take 36 divided by 8, and you're going to get 4.5. Well, I don't know if I believe you. Let's take 8 times 4.5. Do I get 36? Oh my goodness, I do. Look at that craziness. So 8 times 4.5 is 36. And I have to do the same thing. So what is 10 times 4.5? Well, you can just wiggle the decimal once, or you can pop over your handy calculator. 10 times 4.5 is 45. So my new value is 45. So Y equals 45. Now, because I am a nice lady, let's look at what 11 says in your book. So this is number 11 on page 77. Number 11 says, when X is 8, so X is 8 and Y is 20. Okay, so there's my K value. So I have my unit rate. It wants us to find Y. So if I know K equals 20 over 8, right? So I got that. I got that from up here. So find Y when X is 42. So what is Y when X is 42? Okay, so I'm going to set these two fractions equal to each other and try to figure out the missing piece. So if I have 20 over 8 equals, I don't know, over 42. Okay, well, I'm just going to look. Well, what do I have to do to 8 to make it 42? And then I'm going to do the same mathematical thing. Okay, well, again, so I'm looking at these numbers here, my factors of 8. 42 does not fit in there very evenly, right? 42 isn't a pretty fit. That's okay. Grab your handy dandy calculator. Okay, let's take 42 divided by 8. And what do we get? 5.25, 5.25. So when you multiply 5.25 times 8, do we really get 42? Let's check. Oh my goodness, we do. So that's our missing piece. So 8 times 5.25. If I do that to the bottom, then I also have to do it to the top. So 20 times 5 1/4. Sorry, this should say 1/4. This should be a fourth. So let's take our 20. So we have 20 times 5.25 equals 105. 105. So in this story right here, in this proportional story, y equals 105. And that's how we solve these proportional problems. Find your k, set them equal to your unknown, and find that common mathematical operation. All right, good job. See you guys on Friday.